I know that for years, and I think a lot of people can identify with this, as your birthday is coming up, you're like, oh God, my birthday, I don't want to have to, like, let me just forget about it. Let me move past it. I know that that was like that for me. And I know that a few things played a role in me dreading birthdays. One was like, your birthday is supposedly a special day. And I was like, oh, there's so much pressure on this to be a really good day. So when I was asked, like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, I might choose a handful of things I want to do. And what if that's not what I actually want to do? And what if it's not special enough?
Yeah.
And what if I end up being disappointed because I do this and what I really wanted to do was this other thing over here?
Oh, you get decision paralysis because
Absolutely.
you're like, I have one day. It needs to be the most epic day ever. How do I pick all of the best things? But I don't even know what mood I'll be in that day. And I don't even know what the weather will be like. And I don't know how to make it the perfect day.
Yeah.
It's so much pressure to try. And really what we're doing in a scenario like trying to make the perfect day is we're trying to get all of our needs met from our whole life on one day. And that is an impossible quest.
So then I became an avoidant grumpy Gus about it, where I'm like, nope, don't, just leave me alone. Just what I want for my birthday is no one to bother me. I don't want any birthday parties. Just
Yes, you did become a grumpy Gus.
And so a part of it was the expectations I put on it. Then there was a sense of, I had an individual in my history who, when birthday events rolled around, there were two experiences that I had together. One was this sense of like, oh, all this grandioseness is taking place for the birthday. So really cool events unfolding for it. And there was an individual that oftentimes
Was very stressed.
Was very stressed, and that stress manifested in ways that caused a lot of pain. And the pain that I ended up feeling from that made me not want birthday celebrations at all, because I'm like, no matter what, this is not going to turn out well for me.
It's going to get taken out of me. I'm going to get punished. Like, I'm going to have big emotions thrown at me that are negative. I'd rather avoid having those negative emotions put on me. So I'd rather just not celebrate.
Both during the event of the day and maybe the subsequent days afterwards. So I had a visceral body reaction to the idea of doing a birthday, because I'm just like, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
It feels like a horrible experience. And I know that whether it's birthdays or other big life events, a lot of people have historic experiences around things that taint the ability to fully celebrate them. So,
our bodies are timekeepers. And so they store the memories of our past, even if consciously we're like, it's fine, my past is my past. Your body can still hold that memory. And then even if you're like, I'm so excited about this year's birthday, your body can be like, no, you're not. Be prepared. Everything's going to fall apart. It's going to get turned on you. This is not a safe situation for you.
The end is near.
Yes, because our bodies know. They have like a clock, and they bring up those memories, whether we want them to or not. And you may not even consciously remember them. I never even, in half of the birthdays that you felt like, I don't want to celebrate this, I don't remember you talking about the pain from your childhood.
Yeah.
So it just felt like it was the current circumstances, which made less sense.
And I think another aspect around birthdays was that there was a collective like light being shined on me. And excuse me, when I had unworthiness issues,
absolutely,
that felt very exposing. So a lot of people, especially with birthdays, their unworthiness comes to the surface.
Oh yeah.
Either because of the people that gather around them or the lack of people that gather around them, right?
We're either so aware of what we don't have. Birthdays are, I mean, that happened for me so much after I went through trauma. So I had all this loss that happened in a few years, and it was overwhelming. And birthdays became a milestone of the loss. Like, oh, at this birthday, I'm missing this and this and this and this. Now I'm hyper aware of it on my birthdays, where the rest of the time I could feel it, but it didn't feel like the spotlight was on the loss. All of a sudden, my birthday felt like the spotlight is now on all of the things that are not here.
Yep, totally. Yeah, so I know that, especially once I got married, you would oftentimes instigate conversations like, "Hey, everybody, like everyone say one thing that they love about Justin or one way that he's impacted your life." And I was like, "Oh my God, I want to go hide." But the beautiful part of that is this event that felt almost painful and like drudgery every year started to become something that was very repairing for myself. Because what I would do is I began to sink in to being receptive to the love that was available. And I began the process also of letting go of expectations that I had on what it should be. And I also looked internally and started being like, why do I have so much pain around this? So I utilized this thing that I was in avoidance towards. I recognized the avoidance I had, and I went internal and said, why do I have avoidance? Oh, because this pain back here. What do I do to process this pain? So it was a liberation moment for me. So it became like all stuff like this that feels painful and stuff like that. They're actually these invitations to freedom.